Alright, so I was about to do my intro, and I just noticed we've got a little friend over here. A random little friend. I think. Yeah, not tamed. So let's tame this guy. Hey buddy, where'd you go? I saw you go somewhere. Where'd he go? Oh, he's over by our other cat. Wait a minute. Buddy. Hey buddy. Psst, 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 psst. Now what are you supposed to do? Psst, 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 psst. Oh, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Love me. You will love me. Oh. You really love me. So as I was going to say, welcome back to episode 2 of My Wonderful World. I'm Nathan, aka Wonder, and today we're going to be building some windmills. Over here we've got our creeper farm, and we're going to be covering it up with a windmill. A big old windmill. And then we're going to be doing some farm work over here and building some more little windmills. Just some little ones, just to kind of, give us something to look at over in those fields. And if you missed it in the last one, we built this big old tree. We built these paths, and we had to deal with some missing villagers. And today, whoa, I did not mean to do that. That was weird. I held down control and it was like. Anyways, let me know what we should call this guy in the comments. The first 4 episodes are going to be out kind of simultaneously just to get things started, so I won't see it for a while, but yeah, let me know what we should name this guy in the comments. But anyways, I'm going to go collect our materials to build these windmills, and I'll see you in a minute. Alright, so I think I've kind of got my block palette we're going to use here. I've got a good amount of oak. I think that's what I'm going to go with. And I've got some pale oak and some white wool. There's a couple other things I'm going to grab before we start. But yeah, I think this is going to be our main top of the windmill. Mainly the gears and stuff on the inside. As much as I can with the space I have. We'll see. For the bottom, see, with the farm being as wide as it is, I think I'm going to have a little lookout point, and I'm going to kind of have the base be built out of stone. We'll use some cobblestone. I should probably actually get some more. And I brought a ton of this. Ooh, and I need my, what is it called? What is it called? The stone cutter. I'm going to bring that too, because I'll probably be making a bunch of bricks. Brought some tough diorite. Just a, couple gray blocks. Gonna keep it pretty simple. I probably should go and see if I have any more mossy cobble or bricks, because I'd like to use some of those, I think, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some acacia wood in the Savannah. Took me a second. Yeah, so I thought I'd take you guys through the nether just so you can see what we got going on in the nether. We haven't been through there in an episode, so thought we'd go through. Yeah, not a lot going on. Trying not to look at the enderman. Still thought I'd come and still thought I'd got. Still thought I'd bring you guys in here, let you see what we got going on. I have dug a hole into the nether roof so we can travel quite easily. And we've got our, safeguard dog at the top. He is the protector of the land. The wasteland. I do need a name for him too. I got lots of names, not names. I got a lot of dogs. I got a lot of cats. I got a lot of nothing. I got a lot of dogs. I got a lot of cats, and none of them have names. Give me some names, please. So while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of these other versions of wood. Other than just acacia, I don't think I showed you out of spawn, but ooh, a frog. Sorry, I don't usually see those guys a lot. I don't get out a lot. I'm going to get some of this. This is pretty orange. I think I'm going to actually go with the jungle wood. I think it'll be a little less harsh. I'm going to go ahead and get some wood from all these biomes that are right here. There's a jungle, mangrove, and the savanna right here. So I might as well stock up while I'm here. And yeah, maybe that'll be a montage. Maybe I figured it out. I didn't in the last one. Maybe I'll see you in a second. Or even more seconds. Alright, I've got a shulker box full of wood. I think that should be enough. I probably won't use all of these variants, but figured I'd go ahead and get it. Now, there's only one more step. I want to go ahead and get some moss, because I may use some green in there. Now, I don't have a cactus farm yet, so I won't be using a terracotta or anything like that. I'm just going to use the moss for now, I think. But, yeah, I think it'll be good, and I'll be back again. Well, I'm back in the jungle. I decided I think I'll do it the right way and go ahead and get some cactus. Now, I don't have a cactus farm, but I've got a desert, so I'll go do it the manual way. Alright. I put a portal here. I could have gone through the nether. I didn't know where it was. Oh well. Well, we're here. And time to get some cactus. What do you break the cactus with? Shovel? Nope. Nothing. Okay, does this, I didn't know that. It does same thing for all. The more you know. Looks like we've got some intruders in the desert. And a camel. Hey, buddy. Let's go ahead and get these guys taken care of. What you doing in my desert? Ooh. Flat. Well, just looky what I've stumbled upon. Let's see if I've... Whoa. I have not been in here. Or have I? I have! I don't remember that, though. Yep, looks like I've been here. Oh well. Back to the base. Oh, also I got a stack of cactus. So we'll have green terracotta. Terracotta pie. Oh, terracotta pie. Banana, banana. Alright guys, so I took a little bit of a lunch break, and now I'm back. I went ahead and made us a little circle to get us started. I figured that'd be pretty boring, and it took me a minute to build the circle, because it's a circle, and, you know, it's Minecraft. So, went ahead and did that, And I think for the base down here, I'm going to use the mud bricks. I was thinking I was going to use stone, but I think most of it is going to maybe be made out of stone. At least the railing's going to be made out of stone, I think. But I would like to incorporate those mud bricks that are, at least to me, new. They've been in the game a while, but, you know, they're new to me, so I think I'd like to use them. So I'm going to collect those, and I think I'm going to go ahead and build what I think I'm going to do with them, and then I'll be back. Alright, so I think I've got kind of my block palette for this going down. Got something going, get some going. We've got the mud blocks, and then we've got some of the jungle wood, like the, oh, what do you call it? Strip jungle wood, and then just planks, jungle planks. So I think it's looking pretty good. I'm going to go all the way around, and we'll see how it goes. And I'm going to have like these kind of stone pillars to make it kind of look like that's trying to help it stay up, you know? I need to get rid of some of this dirt right here so I can keep on building. So yeah, maybe I'll do a time lapse again if I did the other ones. I'm going to have to this time. I'm doing so many, so I'll see you in a minute again. Alright, I'm done with the first layer. I think it looks pretty good. But we have a problem. We have a spider in the creeper farm. So that's not supposed to happen. Which means I broke a block somewhere that was not supposed to be broken. And it's right here, I think. So let's see what the problem is. What is the problem? Are there any creepers? What are you doing in here? But oh, you really messing with me right now. Ooh, yeah, I just the game is messing with me. Okay, come here, buddy. Oh, perfect. I didn't even pull him that time. He just did. He just went up there. Okay, so what seems to be the problem? Is it something with the blocks? That looks right. I don't. Maybe it's something with the planks. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it. You know, see what it does later. All right, but I think for the floor here. Oh, before I do that, I'm going to do the circle, and then I'm gonna do the little path or walkway. I'm gonna have around the outside, so you can stand here and admire the land. Be right back. Make another circle. Alright, so just trying to keep you guys in the loop here a little bit. Or for this little walkway, I think it's a creeper farm. There's creepers in it. I should know that. For this pathway, I'm gonna try and kinda use some bricks and some of the granite and mud bricks, and the kind of the idea with using some of these different blocks other than the bricks is kind of make it look like it's been walked on, you know, like this is kind of like where people kind of been walking this all gross, where everybody's been putting their gross feet. That's kind of the idea, but I ran out of bricks, so I'm gonna go make some bricks, and I'm gonna go back here, and we'll place them. Hey, Mr. Cat in the background. while I was waiting for this clay to smelt up for the bricks, I thought I'd turn on shaders just to kind of look through the world. I usually don't run shaders, so it's just kind of nice ever so often to turn them on and take a look around and see how things look. And I think it looks pretty nice, especially the farm area. Even though there's not a lot going on, it's just, you know, here. It's just a little nice area, you know. It's nice and peaceful. Very nice. Let me know what you guys think. I think it looks pretty good. Alright, now back to the build. Boy, vanilla Minecraft will hit you like a ton of bricks after you turn off shaders. Just while I was waiting for that stuff to smelt, I thought I'd also say, which I don't remember, I don't think I said in the first episode, the kind of the idea behind this build. Let me come over here to this is my looking tree. This is usually where I kind of scout things out. The idea behind this build, kind of that there used to be like a castle, like a civilization, and our character has kind of taken it over. Not taken it over, but he's kind of discovered it, and he's decided to move in and kind of build on top of what's already here. And the starter base is kind of done, but what I would call a mega base, I guess, is actually going to be in this hole right here. I'm hoping to kind of do like a Hobbit style build, where it's kind of like the mountain in the Hobbit, you know, with those grand just entrances and just big open rooms. That's kind of going to be the idea that I'm going to have down here. So, just thought I'd share that while I was waiting. And look, some glow squid. They're kind of useless in a training. Alright, looks like we're about done with the bricks. I think that should be plenty. I'll let the rest go while we're building. And usually kind of towards the middle of the video, I like to kind of let it just kind of play through. Not do too many edits. So, yeah, let's go finish this little walkway in the rain. Of course. It's gotta be raining. But, yeah, let's go. Let's finish up this walkway. The kind of the idea, also adding on to me already saying what the idea is I want to keep these kind of blocks kind of in the middle, like kind of where people would walk, and then at these end points, not necessarily right here because there's nothing to look at, but more so like over here and over there where like the base is. I'm trying to put these like what I kind of said like walking blocks to where it's kind of like, oh, people are like, oh, look, I'm looking over the horizon, and no, look over here. So that's kind of what I'm going for at the moment. And I'm wondering where I'm gonna put the door. You know, the stairs are gonna be here, and it's gonna be a little tight. But you know, it'll be good once I kind of fix it up a little bit. But I'm trying to think of where I'm gonna put the door. I wonder if I would rather have it you walk around, and it's also what kind of makes sense to the story of it, I guess. Would it make sense more to have the door on this end, or would it be on that end? Definitely, I don't think that end, because there's nothing going on over here, and I don't think there's gonna be like a looking point from over here. So my main lookout is from right there where the bed is. That's kind of my viewpoint that I want to keep for not most of my builds, but just you know, the builds that are out here. That's kind of the idea. So I think it would make sense. It would probably make sense just for the added look of it to have it right here. That's what I'm thinking. And I think that's what I'll do. So, we're going to keep going with this pattern. That's wrong. We need to get rid of that. Ooh, and let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, brother. When I land on these slabs, I can't get out of here. Oh, wait. See, I can't get out of here. Oh, and now I can't fly out of here either. See, every time I gotta fly out, and it's a pain. It's a pain in my behind. And it's dark. I'm working in the dark. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. I think that looks pretty good. Yep. Alright, now to do... I think I'm gonna do the railing later, because I am tired of looking at these stone, the bricks. Yeah, the stone bricks. I'm tired of looking at them. I got them everywhere. I gotta stop using them. They're everywhere. They're all I see. I think I'm gonna start working on the main part of the windmill. And, I'll be right back when I've got an idea. Alright guys, just kind of wanted to check back in. It's been a minute. Been doing a lot of building. Wanted to just kind of check in and look at what we got. So far we have done this here, which this won't be here, but went ahead and kind of did like the base, and then the middle, and then where the actual like spin part of the windmill is, or I should say where it will be. And yeah, so the idea was I wasn't too sure about using this like white palette with the andesite and the pale logs, but I think I'm gonna go with it. Usually when something kind of turns out I'm not liking it, I kind of just run with it and, you know, try and work with it till I really like it. And I think so far I'm really liking it. I'm trying to come up here so you guys can get a better look, and I think we're doing pretty good. And so all we've got to do is build the windy part of the windmill, you know, that is woo, woo. I'm going to cut that. All we've got to do is build the part that spins on the windmill. And we've got to do the roof and interior, and we'll think we'll be about done. I'll probably add to these bits. I think I'll add a little bit more, or I should say a little more detail. But I think that's looking pretty good. I tried to shade a little bit with the white. It's a little bit, it's okay. In the middle is looking like a drowned thing. I'm just now realizing that. But I think it'll be fun. That's what I got so far. And I'll meet you back here when I'm a little bit closer to being done. Okay, so I think I've found a little bit of a mistake I have made. I think I built the windmill. That's a little too far out. That's like way too far out. It needs to be like there in this area. Because that's ridiculous. So I think I'm gonna go sideways with it. Instead of having on like a flat facing thing of the blocks, I think I'm gonna try and do it this sideways ways. But I just realized I have the little like hooks it's supposed to be. Like they're kind of all supposed to go the same way around. And I did not do that. I did it the opposite. So I'm gonna have to fix that, and we'll see where we get. So it's a different day, but I wanted to show you guys what I've been working on. I think I've got my little wind turbine things how I want them. Now, clearly I made them out of dirt. This is not how they're gonna stay. But they were a pain to do because I wanted to do them sideways instead of having them on like a flat surface, which I think I said last time I recorded. But when I had it this way, like from my advantage point at my humble abode, it just looked real flat. And then if I did it this way, it looked real flat from that side of the world. So I really wanted to try and get it to look to be at that kind of awkward angle to build at, which I think it looks good. I'm gonna redo it out of wood, and we'll see what it looks like. All right, so I've got the outline of the roof done, and what I'm trying to do now is, at the moment, the build looks great. I think it looks really good, but I think I'm missing some color, and I think my world just in general is missing some color. So I think for the roof, I'm gonna add some little maybe some vines and stuff here. For the roof, I think I'm gonna use the moss block and try and kind of make this almost seem like almost kind of abandoned, like it's like kind of overgrown kind of thing. I think I'm gonna take you guys along for this. I'm trying, pause. I'm trying not to pause and cut out as much. I know that's kind of the style right now, but I kind of want to try and get that old school, just taking you along with me kind of vibe, you know? And I really want to kind of try and keep this shape here. One, two, three. Oh, see now. Where do we add some foliage? Hey, what are you doing down there? You know, I was sitting here starting to do these leaves, and I was having a bit of trouble trying to build with dirt and thinking about doing these like over the side and stuff. I thought, you know what? I've got the perfect solution. Instead, why don't I use a happy gas? I have not really used these guys very much for building. I don't think at all. Maybe once or twice. So, wow, that was interesting. I'd love to get some use out of these guys other than moving villagers, which I hate. So, I thought that'd be pretty good. Pretty good idea. See how it goes. Try that out. If we can get there. Eventually. Slowly. We made it. Alright, I finally got the windmill finished up. And when I say finally, I mean finally got it done. So let's do the big reveal. Bam! I think it's looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and head down and we'll take a little bit of a closer look. Now, what I did here for the little collection system, I don't know what you'd even call this. I just kind of came up with it. So it's you know, the water elevator system, and you just come down here and collect all the stuff, which I happen to put a lot of junk in, a lot of junk in while I was building. So that's that. I don't know if I'm liking this kind of grate thing I was trying to go for with the trapdoors, but I'm gonna keep it for now. So I redid the entrance here. It was just an open thing, and I didn't have this finished. And then if we enter, we've got ourselves a little bit of a greenhouse thing going on. So the plan is I'm gonna try and get all the flowers that are in Minecraft and put them in here, or any plants, So that means I'll have to get a sniffer and all that stuff. That'll be fun. I built this little chandelier that connects all the way up to the top. And yeah, I think that about does it. Let me know what you guys think. Now, that is going to do it for today, because that took me quite a long time. So, like I said, I was going to do a couple other things. I was going to do a couple other windmills with some redstone. But we're going to have to do that in another video. And frankly, I am tired of building windmills, so it will not be the next one. It will be much, much later on. Maybe not much later on, but definitely not the next video, because I don't want to see another windmill ever again for right now. There's a couple things I need to get done, which if I fly back over here, one of those things is to go back to the end and get more shulker boxes, because this is what they look like right now. They're all full, and it was very much a pain in my behind trying to build with those being completely full. So next episode, we're gonna go to the end, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get shulker boxes, and I'll probably come up with a couple other things to do. Maybe a little mini build. And yeah, so I think that'll do it. Don't forget to name this little cat here in the comments. I'll be looking. And I think that'll do it. Bye-bye.